Sure.
Okay then. So, uh, when the gangrel kind of leave and the Elysium quiets, especially after the recent happenings, and Maxing being apparently very pissed with everyone, the Ventru do at some point scatter and leave, with Andy heading back towards Torador Elysium to see if anyone else shows up this night.
Just randomly.
Randomly. I was invited.
Are you going with Andy, Bacon? You might be muted.
He's not here. Might have gone on his lunch break.
Yeah, it is that time for him.
Okay. Then he's apparently going to move into his apartment. So, Jackalor, you have been given the location of the real Elysium.
Well, I'm going to head there first.
Give me an intelligence politics roll at, what was it, 9 that we made the others roll at to see how much they know about what was the current state of affairs?
I think so. Started that or 8, but I'm pretty sure it was 9.
Okay, go ahead and roll for it then.
I had
Okay.
1 success.
Apparently the Malkavians are taking over. Help me, Anakin, help me!
Fucking Malkavians, they shouldn't have any rights.
I see.
Especially in the leading.
I don't think you would survive as the Ventral Primogen in this town for long.
No, I wouldn't. That's why I'm not going to be Prince Primogen.
Mm-hmm.
Surprise. Switch up happens. Andy is no longer Primogen. He died in a mysterious car crash. Next up, Jackalor.
So, you arrive at the top floor. At the corner of one of the doors you think leads deeper in, there's a forlorn corner of police tape that's been clearly ripped off.
Interesting. I enter further in.
Okay. There's a couple of people out front that sort of give you half surprised, half curious looks. Do you have your heightened senses active?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a perception alertness roll at 5 then. It's hard to make out the specifics, but there are raised voices from deeper in, and one of them you catch the phrase, "But we don't actually have to consult you. It doesn't matter what you're counted as." Sounds like the important people might be there, having an important conversation.
I'll wait for a bit.
Hey. Priscilla is actually gonna step up and say, hello, can I help you?
I'm David Gray. I came here at the invitation of... What was his name?
Scroll. Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew. I came here at the invitation of Mr. Campbell. Ventru, of Clan Ventru.
I
You
see.
know where he is?
She glances towards where the voices are coming from. I believe he's busy right now.
Yeah, I assumed as much. What's been going on in the city?
Another raised voice, a different one this time. I took this kind of crap from your sire. You are not him! Nothing much. The Malkavians called your clan a few nights back. Also, the prince is now Malkavian.
Wait, what?
Other than that, nothing
Boy,
much.
when you put it that way, it sounds like everything just flipped over.
This like Rome again? Oh wait, I don't have academics. I have some code, but I don't think I have enough code to know what happened.
For you, this would fall under politics, actually, as well.
Oh.
So you have an idea that the Malkavians were involved in Rome, and since Rome felt you can make an educated guess, but you wouldn't know any details without a serious roll on that.
Sure, I can roll this.
Okay, it's essentially ancient political history, so with 3 politics, we're gonna call it an 8.
Okay. Decent?
Okay. Malkavians, factional infighting, infernalism. What didn't go wrong in Rome?
Oh god, there's a demon on the loose. Oh, this is Rome all over again, isn't it?
You don't know about the demon yet, do you?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Well, where are you from, David?
I'm regionally further north, but I've wandered a bit, and I have lived here in the south for a few years.
Ah,
Wandered through the west coast.
I see.
You?
And how is the West Coast?
Oh, it's quite. Oh, yeah. You go on.
Well, I kind of arrived here when the city was being taken from the Sabbat, and I've been here since then. Before that, I was from further up north as well.
Oh, and the west coast. It's been quite quite nice. The free state has been shaping up nicely. The revolution has been continuing.
Wonderful, wonderful. And roll it so. To see if she gives away how she might feel about that. Yet, there's a facial spasm.
Not a fan of the anarch movement. I notice. Don't worry. I'm not upset. I enjoy debating politics with you people. You are quite reasonable about it.
He smiles. That's nice. There's quite a few people around here who are mildly insane.
That's
We actually had someone try to come in here and attack our whole clan single-handedly just a couple of nights ago.
he just goes, "What?"
That was our reaction after we scraped him off the carpet.
Hopefully, he didn't leave a mark.
Well, she looks down. You're standing on it. I believe it was an antique. Andrew is planning to replace it.
Well, best of luck to him. They're hard to find nowadays.
Ah well. I'm sure Andrew will think of something.
Yes, I'm sure of it too. He sounds like a very nice person. I wonder when their meeting will end. Like to talk
Something,
to
something, really? You're gonna throw that in my face? You weren't complaining in Houston!
them. Quite a heated discussion over there.
Yeah, with your amount of politics, you probably have heard that Houston has been under several attacks in the past years by Sabat.
Yeah. Were you involved with Houston?
I don't remember if she went, I don't think she did.
Don't think so either.
Meaning not so much, but quite a few people traveled over there to help fend off some of the attacks.
Yes, I heard as much.
Mitchell comes out, breathing heavily, clearly pissed off.
Yeah, probably.
Sort of stands up straight, straightens his tie, notices you are there, doesn't say anything, just gives you a cold stare.
Do I know anything about him?
Roll intelligence politics at 6.
Nope, I know nothing about him.
Okay. He sighs, just, taking a deep breath to calm down. Turns to Marcella, and just asks, "Who the fuck is that?" Another one? Just slowly nods. Take it the meeting didn't go well? He just shakes his head in disgust.
Guess we're waiting on them to finish.
Just rolls his eyes and heads forward. Give me a perception alertness at 5 again, since I'm assuming Auspex is still active. Yeah, no idea. Marcel just motions towards the back. I'm sure you can go in now. The meeting was about talking to him in particular.
Well, I guess I'll go in.
Okay,
Proceed to enter the room. Knock on the door first.
okay. They all look up. Just eye you expectantly as you poke your head in.
Greetings, I'm one of the new Ventru Mr. Campbell invited.
Andrew stands up. Yes, of course. I did send out the word. Looks towards Andy. Well, I will leave you with your primogen then. I'm sure he can fill you in. We can talk afterwards if you wish.
I extend a hand towards. I go to Andy and extend a hand.
He takes it.
David Gray.
Andy Campbell. We already had a discussion with Billy here and the other new arrivals, and they have consented to let me represent the clan for the time being. I hope that won't be.
Oh, most certainly not. Can I roll intelligence politics to figure out who this guy is?
Yes, this will be at an 8th, I think, because he has 2 status currently, so you might have heard something.
Nope.
Yeah,
I've heard nothing.
no fucking clue. Andy who?
Yeah. Apparently the child of someone important, but doesn't apparently exist anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I turn to... Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
David, tell us about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from I'm further originally born further up north, but I've lived here in the south for a bit, few years. Went to the west coast after the disagreement with my sire. Traveled there for quite a while, and I have now come over here at Mr. Campbell's request.
Ah, yes. The troubles over there. Terrible. Just terrible.
I don't say a word. Comment.
Well, you're lucky you got out when you did then. I hear they put a lot of our kind to the sword, as it were.
Yes, there was quite a bit of fighting.
You remember wading through, went through blood up to your knees.
Yep.
Well, the situation here is, as you might or might not know, rather precarious since there is a new prince and our clan took a rather serious hit both to prestige and to our actual members and resources just a couple of nights ago.
Mm-hmm. That's quite unfortunate.
Yes, well, it does seem like there's enough people coming over looking for opportunities and to reinforce our clan's position that it should be workable. But obviously we need to be careful for the first little while.
Of course. I'll be trying to set up a haven. I'll give him. Oh no, I don't. This isn't the modern day. There aren't phones yet.
There are phones, just not cell phones.
Yeah, not cell phones. Any way I can reach you if something were to, if I needed to?
He gives you a phone number,
Thank you.
and apparently, well, he tells you that if you're okay with owing a boon to a Malkavian, you can try and see if one of them can reach people. Apparently, they have a highly advanced system of communications, which is very, very weird based on the situation it seems to be able to work in. And
That's news.
everyone's weirded out by it. But it is a
Yes,
thing.
To me.
Other than that, you can try the Elysiums to see if anyone knows where Andy might be if he's not at the Haven.
Of course. Well, I'll be taking my leave then. Going to meet the prince. Do you know where the prince is? Prince, yeah, where he holds court.
She would be at, gives you the address. Fair warning, she was a child when she was embraced, so best not to let the surprise show.
Should I roll with self-control here?
Do you have a problem with this?
I mean, for one, she's a woman. For two, she's a Malkavian. For three, she's the prince.
Roll with self-control.
Difficulty 6 or 5?
6. Okay. Perfect composure, all is well.
Well then, I'll be going now. See you later.
Before you go,
Yeah?
let me check. We said this was... When do the went through clan board meetings happen usually? It was something like the 4th something or other every month?
I don't remember off the top of my head. I thought it was like a little bit longer than every month, though. I thought it was like every year. Every 10 years?
No,
It
that's
wasn't
not
every year. It definitely
It
wasn't
was
that.
like, I think it was every month. Once a month.
Yeah.
Wow.
They do coordinate among themselves, the cunts.
No, it's just more impressive that they'd waste that much time getting together all the time.
It's not that much time when it gives you that much unity. One night a month is not that much.
Yeah, it really isn't.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Really, you're gonna... Let me just restart that and try to find the board.
There's two kinds of board meetings. First Tuesday of each month, the entire peerage.
Ah yes, the first Tuesday. Which means that this would already be passed. Andy tells you, before you go, we will be holding a extra board meeting this Saturday over here in the Elysium to coordinate with all the new arrivals, make sure all is handled, and that we are properly presenting a unified front, considering the extraordinary events of recent nights.
Yes, I'll see about being there.
Yes, please be there.
Then I leave, I guess.
Okay, how much status do you have?
2.
Okay. Let's see. And he's not a retainer anymore. He's a badass. Let's see if he has heard about you. You just hear as you walk out with your aspects behind a closed door. Actually, give me a perception alertness roll to see if you do hear. We're gonna call this at a 5 again because you are close. You just
I
hear
something.
Yeah, you hear your primogen mutter, ah, God's fucking... That's the last thing we needed, assholes like showing up.
Does not approve. I can't imagine why.
It's impossible.
Okay. Meanwhile, Demi, the entire clan is gathered and are essentially working as a team to pull the gator corpses out of the swamp. And Archie.
Oh, is Archie still? Yeah, Archie's unconscious. Awkward. Yeah. Well, that was dealt with. We should get back.
There are more gators watching you from a distance.
Nah, fucking gators.
Okay.
Does,
Demi,
can I?
roll me a luck die.
Okay.
Don't think any of the gangrel that went with have aspects of all. But I need to check. Nope, that's celerity. Kristen, do you have aspects? No. The 7. Okay. Give me a perception alertness at 9 or perception medicine at... call it a 7 if you have medicine.
No, I'm gonna be rolling get alertness then.
Don't worry if you botch, it's not gonna be horrible at this difficulty. Yeah.
Oh.
You don't know. But you're traveling through the area that would be considered the place where all the people were dying. Since this is Archie's domain here, your road would take you through there.
Wait, so this is the riverside?
This is the place that the naval base is, and this is the Mississippi River.
Oh, right. Archie's place was down here. For some reason, I was always thinking it was that up here, Venetian Isles. Right, he's down there. Well, for now, I had to deal with 8 gators attacking at the same time, and I don't want to put people at risk. So let's just try and avoid the naval base just in case for now.
Okay. Let me give me an idea what route you're taking.
I think we'd go maybe.
Draw it out on the map. I need to know if you passed through something down there.
God fucking damn it. Well, what I was thinking of doing was maybe, since there's a bridge over here.
This
maybe
one.
going. Oh no, I'm. Starting from there.
No. Starting from in Archie's domain. I'm just wondering what bridge you're
I'm talking about
about.
a bridge over here. There's like a small thing over
Yeah.
there, like a
Okay.
gap. Yeah, so starting there, I think we'd follow the roads in Old Aurora, but remembering that we go there, passing about down here into Tall Timbers, Fishers, going up here, and then, making our way back to the place, unless I still have to keep drawing.
Okay. That is far enough. Okay.
Keeping good distance there.
Yeah, good distance. And I mean, I can see on the map that it's not like a small street either, so it's workable.
I assume you've spread out over several cars then.
Yeah, probably, because we're kind of dirty, first of all, swampland, and it would be easily noticeable, so yeah, cars.
Okay, so we're gonna assume there are 3 cars. Demi, roll me a 1d3. Okay. So. Okay. Give me another perception alertness roll at 7 once you're on the other side of the bridge.
Okay.
At some point, as you're driving through the central business district, you realize there's only 1 car following you.
Who's in my car?
Who can drive? We're gonna say Kristen probably, since she's one of the more trustworthy and older members of the clan here, in terms of residency in the city.
Okay. Huh. Hey, Kristen, I know you're driving, but there were 3 cars, right?
Yeah, she looks in the mirror. Oh.
Who's in that car?
I think that was Francis and Fred.
Huh. Passing near the naval base. We just got, by the way, in which car would be Archie? In our car, or?
Probably in yours, yes.
Yeah. I think we need to go find where Francis and Fred is.
I think they would have been driving a pickup. Most of the Gator corpses were with them. That's why they were behind. They were loaded down heavy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, let's see how good they are at potentially escaping.
Come on, they're a crazy bunch. I believe.
Okay. Fred. Alright.
As I said, a crazy bunch.
Okay, so you want to turn around and go looking for them, right?
Yeah, just not going, just a little bit, just so we're like in the safe, because this is getting a little bit dicey.
Okay. How far back do you want to backtrack? Ping on the map.
So we're at the boat at the bridge. Let's go back to maybe Fisher. How long would it take to get there?
Like 20 minutes at most.
20 minutes?
Probably less, but you'll probably want to go slowly to make sure they haven't crashed, look down alleyways, etc.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, let's go back down to Fisher, because that is what I believe would be the closest and most dangerous places. There is a big fucking road here that kind of goes up.
Okay, give me a luck die.
Nope.
Okay. You find a place where it looks like something had slammed into one of the buildings. Do you wish to get out and take a closer look?
I'm not getting out. I don't have one man.
Okay, give me a perception alertness at 8 for noticing fine details with the drive-by.
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like there are several bullet holes on the walls. It looks like they would be at about tire height.
Tire heart, yes, they clammed him. Yeah, it does fit. Bitches shot up. Got shot. But we didn't hear the shots. I mean, I know they were behind, but how behind were they? Would we been able to hear any shots?
You don't know. You weren't necessarily keeping good convoy discipline, so it's possible that if they fell back far enough, and if the whoever ambushed them decided that you were far enough ahead, they could have just only shot when the odds were in their favor.
Damn it. It looks like somebody's gotten to Fred and Francis. God damn it. I'm low on blood. Kristen, do you know maybe any place here or there I can go for a quick bite?
Looks around at the low. I'm not familiar with this part of town. I could keep a lookout if you want to try and creep into some of the houses, I guess.
It's a bit too risky. We're already compromised. Okay.
The other car, I assume, is still heading back towards the Elysium, right?
Yeah, we're just going sort of non-suspiciously, getting away from the convoy. Okay. Let's get back to Elysium first.
Okay. Okay, you head back to Elysium. You do not get ambushed and killed horribly.
Woohoo.
Yep, I thought it was funny that two luck rolls actually that went well made things go bad. Wonder what they were for.
Dun, dun, dun.
Interesting.
They were on the
Could've been
behalf
worse.
of whatever was hiding there, potentially.
Yeah, God bless.
So, you arrive back at Elysium.
Elysium. Yeah, I'm going to get up the Gangrel. Is Maxim still... Actually, Maxim should be a part of this, even though he's injured.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we got it together. Okay, so we've got another problem.
They just don't seem to end, do they?
Maxim
Yeah,
just
they don't.
sighs. Looks around.
Yeah, we've
You
lost
see
Francis.
him just look down, count on his fingers.
Aristocracy, my ass. Counts on his fingers. Fucking pleb. Anyways, we've lost Francis and Fred. Was near the naval base, so I think it was hunters. Me and Kristen went back. Saw a little bit of Smash Place and whatnot. But yes, we need to go get them. But hunters or not, they didn't seem overly aggressive, so they should be still fine. We're going to need a little bit of prep time if we need to go and get them. Who's up for it?
There's doubtful looks at this point. Maxim looks around and just says, I believe what they are thinking and don't have the guts to say is that last time you asked us to do something dangerous, you lost 2 of us on the way back.
Bastard. Archie could have been under the swamp for quite a hefty long amount of time. We tried to do the safest route that we possibly could have, but an unknown variable attacked us. We have to now
Unknown
fix
That
it.
that was surprisingly eloquent.
Well, hey, I need to tell this aristocrat to go fuck himself in the most polite way.
Until we know where they're being held, I think it's a bad idea to bring everyone in. It's better if someone with more advanced powers scouts the place out. And I would go, but I'm still hurt. So can you shift into an animal and fly over there and take a look or something? It would be the safest thing, and you can actually get away.
I could, but I would have to go hunting first. I'm low on blood.
The Gangrel clan is kind of giving you a "why the fuck are you privileged right now" look. Weren't you for doing your job?
I'd like to state I tanked I'm not stating, I'm just stating out of character. I tanked 8 gators, you pieces of shit.
Yes, that was impressive. And then you lost 2 of your clan just driving back.
Hey. They drove back badly, okay?
You also
But,
lost the
yeah.
gator bodies.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But if they were hunters, fuck it. But yeah, I'm just going to basically just unload animal and I'm going to see if I can coordinate with Vivian, since Vivian has powers as well. So when I go, yeah, I'm going to go hunt, and then I'm going to go to Vivian.
Okay. Give me a roll at 3 for
Yeah.
hunting.
That's 4 people.
That is indeed
No, that's
4
Yeah,
people.
4. Yeah, 2 from each, so that's 8.
Okay.
Yep.
As you are working over your final meal, someone taps you on the shoulder.
I fucking hate everything now. Shit. Like, what is the proper response? Fucking turn around. Who the fuck is it?
It's a woman wearing a different face with a smile you very much recognize on her face. Hello, asshole.
Ah, shit, I'm out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Go ahead. Finish her.
You know, I've known you for a long time and I know exactly what kind of places you like to frequent. I figured this was on the shortlist after I burned down your first pick.
Out of character. Can I die?
Well, you're lacking a destiny point, so I think the answer is yes. But I'm not sure that leaves your actual question.
Anyone can die, Demi. Anyone.
Hello, Florin.
Why are you such a cunt, Halfdan?
Is this Chris talking to me or Florin?
That was in
There could
character.
be both.
Good question. What do you need?
Why did you send the greasy one to try and kill me?
Funnily enough, the one who actually sent them to do that wasn't anyone still alive.
Oh, my greasy. Oh, okay, now I understand. My greasy one is like William. It's like, who the fuck's greasy? Like, Nosferatu and a Nosferatu. Long story. What do you
Well, I
need?
have 4 men with shotguns at the end of the alley, just waiting for my word, so why don't you start talking? I would like an explanation. An in-depth one, please.
I someone in myself. Look. I can't even fucking use that excuse. I was gonna go like, you've hurt people, but wait a second, so did I. Well,
Don't worry. You're normally a hypocrite. There's no problem with doing
yeah,
it. Right there.
it actually is. Well, you see, well, I thought they'd be a good choice. Let's go with that.
I see. Well, I hope you like fire. I like fire. Don't you like fire?
Mm-hmm.
Shame about your park, and about your apartment, and your second apartment, and the bar, and the other bar. You only know about the park and the bar. She must have burned down more places.
Oh, she's been fucking on a free.
You know, I really don't have a comeback. It's like I kind of literally tried to kill her, so I really don't have a good actually argument here, moral or
Kill
not.
her again. Just kill her again.
You know, I'm. Mhm. Do you have to go this far?
You hurt my feelings, Halfdan. I'm gonna rip out your heart and feed it to you.
Right.
Eye for an eye.
Well, in this case, heart for aggravated, but close enough, right? Could you not burn everything? You know, and just go back to you being you and me just doing whatever.
Okay, fine. She turns around and starts walking off.
I'm going to turn into mist while I can.
You turn into mist. She just walks away. You see several people just head with her towards a car and get in. You see them drive off towards your Elysium.
I hate everybody. How fast does mist go? Not fast, right?
It goes about your same speed unless there's like high winds or anything.
Roll
Or
for
more, right?
winds. This is the start of February, and I think in winter you can get a fairly sizable air movements.
Oh heck yes, you
So
can.
I roll a luck die then?
Yes. Apparently it's a calm night, which is rare.
How far away am I from Elysium?
A ways?
God fucking damn it.
Remember to subtract the blood points.
Yeah, I know I did. It's only one since I'm not rushing it.
This should be turned off. We don't
Yeah.
need to have the mage campaign open.
Right. Well, I think the fastest thing I've got, since I can't drive, is owl form. So after they go away, I'm going to owl up and fly the fuck to Elysium.
Okay. think this would be charisma subterfuge on her part, based on what she's trying to do when she's there. Okay. So, you arrive there. There's your gangrel, including Maxim, and like 2 or 3 random Malkavians hanging out there in the forlorn, burnt-out Elysium, and they're all gathered around Florin. They seem kind of tense and weirded out, and she's just laughing and clapping Maxim on the shoulder.
I hate that tabletop is so related to real life because I feel fucking embarrassed that I know what's going to happen. But you know, let's fucking. You know what? Let's keep this stylish. Land down and just regrow back and just basically do a Doctor Strange Dormammu. I've come to bargain.
You already had your chance for that.
I know. I'm not really Dormammu coming to bargain. I'm just moving up, you know.
Okay, the moment she notices you, she goes, "Oh, there he is now! We were just talking about you, Halfdan. How's it been?"
Go fuck yourself.
I thought we were friends.
No. We're not.
I see. Okay, everyone kill Halfdan.
I see how this is. I see how this is.
By Halfdan.
I
You're so
hope you can
dead.
turn into mist fast enough.
So that's a total of 4 successes, because she just dumped all of her faith into that. Some of them
then.
can potentially resist. Let's see if Maxim can. Maxim's resistance might be important here.
It might be indeed. I think he's.
Oh god.
You see Maxim just turn on you, and the wolf snout pulls back to reveal his canine teeth.
So this is how it's gonna be. Okay. Okay. I will do.
You can take them all on, right?
How many? How many of them are there?
There's, I said like 2 or 3 Malks and all of your gangrel.
Oh, you're so fucked. You're so
Yes. I think I need to miss the
Holy
fuck.
shit.
Daniel manages to resist.
Also, doesn't he need to resist as well?
He was far enough away that he wouldn't be in range.
Ah, okay.
How does it feel, Demi, to have scorned a beautiful woman?
This is going to be a valuable life lesson.
Frank fails.
Fucking Frank.
And Kristen. Kristen fails as well.
Now, really, what it's all about is, I hope to Jesus Christ I could get initiative.
Oh boy, all those gangrel with claws.
Demi, roll 1d10 to see if one of the Malkavians that's still here is Byron. Okay.
It's Byron.
Hello, Byron. Hello, Byron.
Hello, darkness.
How well can you roll, Debbie?
Well, let's just say I'm not the greatest on initiative. I think yeah, my max is 14, so
I don't think Jeremy's gonna succeed because he only has 4 willpower.
oh shit, my excellent.
Your max is 15.
Oh,
Now the important question, is Byron gonna succeed? Because if he resists, this might yet be okay. Nope!
holy shit! Even with all he succeeded as much as he can. The poor soul.
Frank should be
Max
one
is-
higher, because Frank has, I think, a dot of celerity. He does. And Maxim has like 3 celerity.
Yeah, I think Maxim's gonna be the only.
And then there is... What was his name? The new guy, Daniel. He's the only one that managed to resist that. Doesn't have celerity though. And
This and her right there, right?
So
You need to kill
I-
Florin, that's the answer. You really just need to kill Florin.
okay,
no, he just needs to run.
Yeah, no fucking shit, Jackal. I'm lucky. Do you see how much fucking luck I have that nobody's even 13 on the initiative?
okay, everyone except Daniel and Florin would like to charge and kill you horribly. You're gonna get dogpiled, grappled, and ripped apart by fangs.
Interesting. How much was it?
Daniel
3?
is gonna turn, and he's gonna just punch Florin in the face. Hard. Yeah, Daniel would win, because he has a better bonus, so Florin, meanwhile, would aim a command at you and tell you, come and stand over there, Demi.
Okay.
You can try and preempt this in some way.
You know, on the one side, right? It's like, no, I can't do that. I'm not prepped. Yeah, no. I must run. I'm in danger.
You are in danger.
So, Demi, it takes 3 blood points to reduce turning into mist into a single turn.
Yeah, no, I've got the blood. I hunted beforehand, luckily.
To a minimum of 1 turn, so you're gonna be missed at the end of this turn.
This
At
is
the
true.
end of- Oh, so not. Oh.
It does not take a roll or anything, so if you spend the blood, you're fine.
Except that
M.
Frank and Maxim are probably burning celerity to start biting you this turn. Especially since
Are they spending-
Maxim, failed completely without any successes.
Demi, don't worry. Just spend a full round to run.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that. Can I actually run and start the transforming?
You can.
Okay. Then I'm going to do that.
Uh,
Um.
you may want to go as fast as you can.
Yeah. So I have 3 blood points spending on fucking. What is it called? Protein
Misform.
5. And I don't have much the blood points per turn, but I guess I can up dexterity just to run a little bit further. So
Or you
say.
can spend as much as you want in fortitude.
Oh, right. It's only 1 blood point per turn, right?
Yep.
I don't want to go under the threshold, so I'm going to spend 3 blood points for fortitude
Okay.
and run.
I believe I
run
might get
away.
an aspects roll.
Perhaps.
Give me an Auspex roll, epic at an 8.
As my dear friend appears to be getting fucked.
By my entire clan.
Nope, I can't tell.
Okay.
It's a nice night. I wonder when Halvdan will come by.
Hey, at least Archie's not here. Archie would fucking pick me up. Holy shit, I'm glad he's fucking torpid.
Okay. So, Daniel just wheels around and aims a, fucking left hook right at Florin's face. Okay, that's a hit. So that would be 7 bashing potentially. Hitting a lady, that's just rude.
Truly my type of man. Where's David Gray when you need him?
Wow, she can't even soak all of it.
So too.
She soaked 1. She's mortal, technically, at least her body is. Okay. Maxim, the rest of them, it feels like they're far behind, but you just feel something rushing towards you at supernatural speed as Maxim is running you down.
Fucking Maxim.
I think Frank would also be burning a point of celerity, but he only has the one, so he can try to grapple you with his celerity action, but he won't be able to actually bite. So you're probably fine on.
Isn't Maxim still wounded?
You can assume that he's trying hard enough, given that he completely failed. I think he might have actually botched, but I think he completely failed his resistance.
I don't think anyone actually botched. Everyone had at least some kind of success on the
He
roll.
failed, but he failed with a -1, so essentially, I'm gonna say that he's really eager about this. And I'm gonna spend a point of his willpower for this, because fuck Halfdan.
Rude.
Demi, I'm finishing the picture for your new character. I'm putting a circle on it.
Thank you. I have the program already. It's okay, but thanks.
Okay,
Make it fancy.
so you ran, that happened. So, now the fun part. Because Florin is calling out towards you for you to come and stand over here.
Oh. Right.
Roll to resist. This is willpower at 6.
Permanent or was it temporary?
It is permanent.
Okay, right. I can't spend willpower points on this, right? Because it's willpower.
You can on this. Willpower is what you can spend on generally.
Yeah, I'm going to do it just because God help me. God help me.
Okay. You do not have to go and stand over there.
Bitch.
Such a bitch. And then you feel something slam into you and you're carried to the ground.
Away from me, Knave. Fucking Maxim.
So, let's see if you are taking penalties for fighting multiple people at once, because Frank is on your ass too.
Frank.
And then there's a second oof moments later. So that was the first attempt to bite you. And the second one.
The other one hits me.
Second one does hit you. So fangs are +1. So 3 extra successes plus strength, that's 8 plus potence. How much does he have? Oh. How much fortitude do you have active?
3.
Okay, then it bounces off.
Bitch.
And as they are clawing at you, you dissolve into mist.
I guess they're gonna mist me.
Florin is gonna turn on Daniel and tell him to go fuck himself. Daniel's gonna hit her again.
Oh my god, he's gonna actually do it.
Okay,
I
Daniel kicks in first because he has the initiative advantage. That's a hit!
Jesus.
That's a damn good hit.
Watching from above, you just see him land the perfect knockout punch on Florin. She falls to the ground.
She is.
She's out cold.
I did it again. I baited everybody and somebody else did my job. I love it.
You're the ultimate lazy ass.
Okay, since I think I was able to kind of see for mist. Like, what do the others like see? Do they normalize?
No, they
You
still
see,
seem
you perceive things around you normally.
yeah, looking down as if you were hovering above them. They are trying to pick you out, and Maxim is talking something about, do we know how to improvise a flamethrower? I think we can siphon some gasoline from the cars.
I mean, I'm already going away.
Are you? You didn't state so.
I kind of thought that would be clarified with they're gonna mist me, flowing array.
We just
I'm
thought
not
you were making
saying-
a horrible pun.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, no. If I'm misted, like I'm not staying in the same place. I'm kind of going away.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this will probably wear off eventually, but knocking her out doesn't seem to have done it. Daniel, meanwhile, is going, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you doing this? Snap out of it!
Must kill Halfdan. Ah!
Let me roll a luck die on Daniel's behalf.
Oh, Daniel!
Okay. You see Byron just step up and say, this has to be done. And he fleshcrafts a Daniel.
Poor Daniel.
Poor Daniel.
Okay. Daniel soaks some of it. Let's see if Daniel frenzies at this happening. You faintly hear Maxim yelling about, you get in line or else. And you're off.
I walk a
Mist on the
lonely
wind.
road.
So what have you learned about pissing off vengeful demons, Demi?
Well, you know that saying, life's like a box of chocolate? Except the chocolate has poison in it and cyanide. Not fun.
So,
I need to kill
the
this.
incapped level of bashing probably heals rather slow. I think it was like a week for the incapped level. You got beaten.
It goes pretty slow. It does. There was something for regular people? Yeah, mortal healing times.
Yeah. Actually, no, this won't
Nope,
matter.
12
I know how.
hours.
Huh. Okay. So, Demi, what do you do after you missed off?
To the only person I trust. I float to Vivian.
Okay, it probably... Let's see. Vivian is, based on the scale included with this map, judging by eye, it's say about 5 miles away, 6, so it's gonna take you a little while to get there.
That's as long as I can sort of lose them. That's okay.
It seems like you have lost them.
Good.
Meanwhile, Bacon, after the Elysium started winding down and all the gangrel left to apparently hunt gators, the Ventru kind of went to do their own things, and Andy headed back to the Toreador Elysium. Tremere joke. That can't be a thing. That doesn't happen.
It would be an awful place.
Very secure though.
Oh, he would take the time to establish his domain, possibly scout out for possible enterprises in the area.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, why don't you give me a perception finance roll to see whether you find anything useful?
I suppose that our specs would not apply to that.
Um, it might up to a point, but not we're gonna say that it helps you pick out any potential traces of influence that are already established. Where are you doing this? In the Ventura district?
Yeah, in the Ventru region.
Okay.
Central
Um,
district.
Yeah, you think you have managed to find some kind of a lead that might be useful for pursuing finances. Other than that, yeah, you start staking out a corner that you're gonna tell everyone is yours and fuck everyone. Anything else you're doing this night?
I would like to. Did I ever got the phone of the prince?
Andy would have given it to you.
So
You'd
yeah,
have also told you that there would be a extra board meeting this month, this coming Saturday in like a couple of days for the Ventral clan to discuss what to do next.
I would try to call Vivian then.
Okay. You hear a woman's voice answer. Yes, hello?
I would like to speak with Vivian.
I'm sorry, she's not here right now. You should try again later. Can I take a message?
Say to her that one of the new guys at the city would like to present himself to her.
Of course. Well, you can try and call again in a couple of hours. She should hopefully be back by then.
Thank you. Later. Just turn us off the phone.
Okay.
He has nothing more to do for tonight.
Okay, we can assume you're essentially scouting then for most of that time. Vivian, you poke your head out of the garbage can you were hiding in to avoid the horrible fire.
Is it gone?
You can't see it, can still smell gasoline smoke faintly, but it seems to have gone away for the most part.
I think I'm a little bit too close still. I suppose I should head back home. Hopefully I can't smell it there.
Okay, you head back to the tower. Assuming that's what you mean by home.
I'm tempted to roll a luck die, but yes, that is what I meant.
Okay. When you arrive there, Michelle, the sheriff, and both of your ghouls are there, and the fucked up form of Charlie is kind of non-ceremoniously draped over your desk.
Good job. Whew. Is everyone all right?
Kurt just sadly looks at his singed chest. Yeah, I think so.
I really need to get a way to get you some time off for a little while, don't I, Kurt? Well, the only one we're really missing for the meeting would be Halfdan. Hopefully he'll be by soon. All right. So, is there anything you guys want to discuss with me at the moment while we wait?
Kurt just shrugs. Other than a way to easily communicate with my hounds, which kind of impractical if I have to poke you every time I need to pass something on.
Agreed. Do they not all have phones installed in their domains yet?
Well, they do, but if they're traveling around doing different things, I can't really call them, and I'm often out and about myself.
It's kind of hard to arrange anything else at the moment besides looking at them myself.
Sounds like something the Tremere could do, if they weren't such fucking cunts.
Yeah. They might have something that could do such things. But yeah, the main thing, the only other thing I could maybe help with would be making sure that they do have a way to receive calls or messages of some kind.
I get the feeling William will not be with us for much longer. Maybe his replacement will be more.
Yeah, I really doubt he'll be around here very long. The things I do know he's done, I think he's off to Vienna for re-education at the very least.
Kurt kind of. There's just a slow smile that slowly spreads over his face. He doesn't really present to anyone. He's kind of gone into himself, but it's just for him. It's his private smile.
Well, I suppose that we can see about discussing that matter at the very least. What do you guys think we should do about William's punishment for possible crimes, if any have been committed? As in, for the previous ones.
Kurt immediately perks up. Death.
So we're talking about the torturing of Maxim and the ghouls that were killed by
And everything
other
else
ghouls.
he's done. He has a very bad track record. He is consistently acting like a cunt and a disruption. You can't have that to this extent. He's not learning the lesson.
I don't blame you, but as far as I know, he hasn't taken any actions to intentionally cause harm to anyone in the city. Seems a little extreme.
Really? You told me yourself what with him and Halfdan what happened, didn't you?
Of course, and I think he does deserve death for that, but he and Halfdan worked out a deal.
I don't know. You know what my opinion on this is. I think he would serve the city best as an example.
Hard not to agree with you on that. But I did make a deal with him, and I will keep to it unless I find evidence of the contrary. So, what about you, Michelle?
Shell looks up, just shrugs. If it turns out he did screw with my mind to make me forget about a life boon, I think I would be inclined to back Kurt. Otherwise, the Tremere can do what they want with him.
Okay. Well, I suppose we can just wait for Halfdan on that matter. Well, I suppose I'll check up on him, see what's going on real quick. He should be almost done, I think, with the alligators and all that.
Okay.
Check up on Halfdan.
Hey, you check up on him. Your vision focuses on a cloud of vapor floating over the nighttime city.
I don't think he'd talk to me like that. Can I tell what direction this vapor is going?
It takes you a little while, but it looks like it's slowly making its way towards your tower, trying to dodge the occasional gusts of wind.
Well, that's interesting. Well, he's heading here. Well, do you guys want to wait anywhere? I don't really have anything set up quite yet. Still trying to get a hold of this whole domain space, but there's supposed to be some new arrivals coming in soon. Presumably, some point this night.
Oh yes, that reminds me, Vivian. One of the new guys called. He wanted to present himself. That was before you came back.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Redial.
You assume
Holy
that's
shit!
a
How many
thing.
numbers are on here?
I don't think you can redial yet, can you? Not sure that's a thing
I
yet.
don't think so.
Oh, right. I didn't get. I told him to call back in a couple of hours. He should eventually call.
Okay. Well, yeah. There's nothing else to do but wait, unless you guys have anything to bring up.
As far as you two new Ventru fucks are concerned, you can show up at the tower if you wish. Whenever it's convenient for you. You may dramatically enter.
This is where I ask my guard, also known as the badass motherfucker over there, if he can just wait outside and see about making sure that anyone that comes through is, not trying to force their way through.
He just nods and steps out into, well, next to the elevators and the stairways, and just takes up a guard position with the sword drawn at the top floor.
It's perfect.
Jackalor, Bacon.
I would call again, like in 1 hour.
Mm-hmm. Then,
See if
at right about this point, the phone rings again.
I'll pick it up. By the way, what is the name of this building?
Percy Enterprises, which is currently being torn down as the board apparently is discussing renaming the company to something else.
Sweet. Okay. Percy Enterprises Incorporated. Who would this be?
think that realizing the different voice. I suppose that you are Vivian.
Yes.
Hello. I am Neoford. I'm the new Ventru. I would like to know if I could go to the tower to present myself.
Of course. May I have a description of what you look like so that no one tries to hamper you on the way through?
Yeah, short hair, glasses, regular businessman appearance.
All right. All right.
Meanwhile, Jekyll, you are just gonna show up, right? You might be muted.
Yes, I was gonna show up.
Okay, then
Okay. You can come over. Just make sure it's at some point tonight. Hope
Yeah.
to see you soon.
Yeah, I will try to go as fast as possible.
Oh, thank you.
Jekyll, you exit the elevator on the top floor, and there's an old, very fit man, casually holding what appears to be a claymore, eyeing you suspiciously. You might be at the right place.
Hello, Mr.
Aye, Mister is right. And who are you, laddie?
I need to go make sure that my ghoul knows that the description of the one coming.
I'm David Gray. Are you a servant of Vivian?
He just nods. Aye.
May I pass through to enter her? What? I'm going to come out wrong.
I think
Introduce-
Dougal is rolling for frenzy. No one's entering Vivian on his watch. You just fucking stop right there, criminal scum! You want to do what? Vivian, you hear from the fucking lobby.
That came out wrong. I meant get into an audience with her.
I think it's too late.
I thought that my character was a pedophile.
That
Oh
was
shit, that was close.
amazing.
Jackalor, if you would declare your action.
I'm aware he's attacking me, right?
It looks like he's really pissed and he has the sword. He hasn't made an aggressive
like
move
you.
yet, but
I'd like to use Dominate 1 with command freeze.
okay. Dougal would like to leap at the Ventro Elder. By the way, you should roll to see how much blood you have in your system.
Oh yeah, above that, can I spend blood and fortitude?
Yes. 1d10 plus 5.
Well,
How much
since
are
I'm only
you
spending
2?
two, yeah, 2 and fortitude.
You can enter the to try and help after this first turn epic.
Okay. I just learned something awesome, though. I didn't even know this. I just was looking for something else, and wow, cool.
I'm not sure there's going to be anyone to help there.
Shit.
The sword just stops at the side of your skull and just vibrates. Actually, wait. I think I rolled that wrong. I forgot his potence.
He does
Oh.
have that.
Which means that this is a reroll.
Hey.
A little bit better.
So I have 3 dice to soak.
Your stamina plus whatever fortitude you didn't use for this.
Yes,
Go ahead and roll.
I soak it all.
Okay.
Wow.
Activated fortitude is amazing.
Roll to dominate.
So it's manipulation, intimidation.
Yep.
It doesn't work.
Oh, it doesn't?
Apparently, somebody that is considered a thrall, 3 steps blood bond, is basically considered at their regent's generation for terms of dominate.
Show it to me in the books because that has never been how we've ruled it.
I know. I just barely discovered that. So if you don't want to go with it, that's fine.
Point
because
me
we've never
at a
done it
book and a
before.
page, Epic, please.
Page 295
In the core?
of the PDF. Yes. It's right below mentioning that dominate or similar mental control power, for some reason, the difficulty of such resistance is increased by 2. Naturally, a higher generation vampire still cannot use dominate on a lower generation thrall. Oh, wait, no, I messed that up. It's good. He's good. I mixed it up. It's fine. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll, Jackalor.
Difficult 6, I presume?
It's gonna be higher. Roll at 9. He's in frenzy and he has a lot of willpower.
Spend a bunch
God bless.
of willpower on this.
Alright.
Sweet.
Hello, darkness.
I got 1 success? Oh, I am so fucked.
Enough to slow him down. Vivian, you may roll initiative.
Roll well, Vivian. Roll well.
I can't go anywhere near you guys.
Dougal
End up
rolled a
paying.
10. Okay, Vivian, declare. It sounds like a ruckus has developed. You hear the Highland battle cry of Dougal, screaming in rage.
To be fair, I like Dougal and I trust him, so I'm gonna try and figure out what's going on in the room first.
You're gonna... Okay, you spend this turn to go through and figure out the situation. Take a few seconds to take stock.
Yep.
Okay. David, what do? That was a
Yeah.
mighty swing!
Spend 2 blood points in fortitude and dodge.
Okay, you don't want to use more dominate?
Well, no, I'll use dominate again. Actually,
You can use it defensively to try and freeze him as he's coming at you.
I'll try to do that.
Okay. Then go ahead and roll for it. Again, at a 9.
Spending willpower again.
Come to the child princess place. The first thing you say to her guards is, I have come to enter her. Fucking precious.
2 successes.
Okay. Then he freezes in place, his muscles locking up as the sword was descending towards your head a second time. Vivian, you come in. There's a dude. Dougal seems to be frozen in place. And I think there's a bit of fear on the dude's face.
A bit? I'd almost just died.
Saw his 200 years of one life flash before his eyes.
Alright, it appears Dougal is attacking somebody and they are terrified of him. Wow, which one do I say to freeze at?
It does suspiciously look like this might be a Sabbat attacker, honestly. There was one spy
I
down
know,
there.
that's why I'm actually just kind of like, huh. Shit, this is where I really wish I had something that could affect both of them at the same time.
Well, you could always split your dominate.
That's not a bad idea. It's going to result in very little dice, though. That's unfortunate.
You also would have to find a spot. Actually, you're kind of boned because they're looking in opposite directions and it's kind of a narrow spot. So you're gonna have a tough time being in a position where you can catch both of their eyes.
This one I do know for sure. If you have somebody that is bloodbound to you, you don't actually have to look in their eyes to dominate.
It just lowers
do
the
it by voice.
difficulty, I think.
No, it does by voice. It's on the same page. It's what I was actually looking up.
Okay.
It's a second paragraph below third drink at this level.
The blood bond is true love, albeit a twisted and perverse version of it.
No, at
No,
this
at
level.
this level,
Ah,
Regnant
the one
Eve-
right above that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. Versus Dougal, then
So I need to get. You know what?
you, even with your child thing, would be able to move here just fine.
Yep. Shit. I think that what she will do. There's something I can roll to maybe get an idea of the situation. I just don't see any hints on one way or another in character at the moment, so.
It's kind of difficult. Give me a wit's empathy at 8.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have a specialty with that?
I do. But I think my empathy is something completely different. Yep, gaining trust. Wouldn't matter here.
Okay, and with wits you don't have.
Nothing. It's a 3. Yeah.
Okay,
Wits is 3. Not better.
it's kind of difficult to tell exactly what's going on, but there is a look of very just sheer surprise on the guy that Dougal's attacking face, to the extent that it seems like he wasn't expecting even the possibility of a fight here.
In that case, I'll see about helping reinforce with Dougal here. Dougal, freeze.
Okay. Well, that was you just declaring on the next one, right?
Yes.
So,
I think
David?
he's still frozen.
Oh,
for
I
one
thought
turn.
you were saying I could have gotten over there this turn.
oh
My
no,
bad.
you would step over as part of, you know.
This turn, yeah, part
Yeah.
of this turn then.
Um,
Okay, my bad.
Jackalor,
I'll
declare
just-
you don't know how well it's holding, but essentially you use the well, yeah, you can know how long it's gonna hold, but out of character, 2 successes means 1 round of being completely frozen in combat, and you already used that up to block his previous attack before it happened.
Yeah, I'm going to try to dominate him again because I'm pretty sure it didn't work that
Okay.
hard anyway.
So you're just declaring it as a dominate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'll declare it as a reaction.
All right.
So should I roll it now?
You should go ahead and roll it.
Nope.
Okay.
Ugh.
Then that hits, which should be 11 dice of lethal. Please soak.
I thought he was frozen for this turn.
He was frozen
No,
for
was
the
he
previous
frozen?
turn.
He was frozen for the previous turn. My bad.
As you're
That's
moving
right.
up to dominate him, you see him unfreeze and take another swing. The suit is ruined. There's blood all over it.
It's
God.
good thing I have spares.
He starts screaming and, "You'll do what to her?"
All right, I then get up behind here and roll myself.
You're rolling at 6, cause each level of Bloodborne is -1 to the difficulty of dominating. If I remember correctly.
The third one just mentioned it being harder to resist orders and stuff, so it's up to you.
I remember it being a thing. We'll treat it that.
Sure. I think my dice for this, it's based on intimidation, right?
Yes, manipulation, intimidation.
Yep, as I thought.
Okay.
Yay!
With both of you there and controlling him, I'm gonna say that that's enough to keep him locked in place at this point until the frenzy subsides a few minutes later. It's breathing heavily and giving the new vampire just a look of pure, unadulterated hatred and rage.
Wow,
Sorry
you really pissed off Dougal.
Sorry
What on
about that.
earth did you
misspoke.
do?
I stumbled over my words and accidentally said "enter her." It was unfortunate.
Dougal is rolling for self-control again. You motherfucker! He's back in frenzy.
Dougal, freeze, freeze!
The sword is already coming down when the command takes effect.
I'm not sure I can justify seeing this coming with Auspex because it's not at me or at someone I really care about.
I'll give it to you for free. You see your own life flash before your eyes again, Jackalor, as the sword freezes in front of your forehead. You can feel the iciness of the metal on your face. It's that close.
Well, help out! Come on, we need to calm him down again.
Yeah,
What
I'll help him
about
calm him down again.
Jackalor, I'm pretty sure at this point you can add one dot enemy to your sheet. And God's help you,
Your
if
first
Vivian.
impression was impressive.
And God's help you, if Vivian ever makes him a proper Malkavian.
Oh God.
Can you just imagine him just reeing into battle with Voice of Madness, chopping left and right?
Yes, yes, I can, because he'd probably just get everybody into the fight. Fire telling the bones were broke until the blood spilled.
I'll just heal some damage.
Probably a good idea.
How are you on blood, Jackalor?
Very low.
How low? Are you hungry?
Yes.
You have a lot of self-control, don't you?
Yeah, I have 5.
Then you are probably gonna be okay, but you definitely feel that perhaps going for this juicy mortal that's currently frozen in place and giving you the "I will kill you later" eye is, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe when the prince turns her back,
So, Vivian, you're Vivian, right?
Yes. Yes, I am. And who would you be who is currently causing my ghoul to frenzy?
David Gray, child of Alfred, child of Jürgen, child of Hardstadt, child of Erik Egerman, child of Ventru, grandchild of Cain.
Okay. And what do you do?
I am anarch by political faction.
Okay. I don't particularly mind. Will you be doing anything that would cause harm to the city while you're here?
Not really.
Okay. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, although I don't think Dougal is ever going to appreciate your presence here.
I'll try to not come here often.
Yeah, just be careful. He's a little on edge sometimes.
Yes, sorry
Okay,
about making you
Dougal.
frenzy.
It's okay.
I'm deeply sorry about making you frenzy.
Jackalor, is your Auspex on?
Yes.
Hey, with self-control at 4.
Oh.
Hey, it's fine. You just feel the heat of the pure, unadulterated killer rage on your skin.
Well,
Yeah,
as much as I would like to make this a more formal matter and such, I think it's best if you maybe just go. Do you got my number?
not yet. I can write it down.
Okay, it's blank 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 blank. Help blank blank blank.
Yes, thank you. I'll be taking my leave now. Have a
Hey.
good
Yes,
night.
if you need some assistance, just call me. But yeah, good luck. Have a good
Bye.
night.
That was horribly.
Who will just, once he is gone and he unfreezes, slowly steps back next to the wall, crosses his arms, and puts the sword back into guard position. Doesn't even look at you, Vivian.
It's okay, Dougal. He's gone now.
Should have let me. That one's bad news. You hear the elevator ding.
We need to give everyone a chance, okay? Now we have somebody with glasses and short hair coming by. Oh, look!
Hello there. Prince Jyhad.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Yes, it's good to finally meet you. I heard a lot about you on this short time on the city.
Oh! Well, interesting things, I hope.
Yes, many.
Suppose my office at the moment is a little full. Why don't we just go down into one of these other rooms for a moment?
I just follow her. Try to ignore the angry Scotsman that's probably glaring at me.
Oh, he's definitely glaring at you.
Here, what about this room? There's plenty of chairs. Probably a theater room. Looks cool.
There's a projector. It's probably used for some kind of presentations or something.
Interesting go you have.
Somebody just came in and apparently made several faux pas about entering me, things like that. It really set him off.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine that.
I mean, on the one hand, I thought it was fairly hilarious. On the other hand, it really made him mad, and he started swinging the sword everywhere. I hope he didn't mind seeing a little bit of blood around.
Was that Constantine that came before me?
That was actually one called David Gray.
Oh, another one. Should
I haven't
probably
seen
try to...
Constantine yet. Hopefully they'll show up at some point. But yes, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Vivian. I had a sire. I didn't really like them too much, so don't particularly state who they are.
Out of character, you don't have any more.
In character, I still don't know about that. It's not like there's a blood bond to break or anything. That disappeared centuries ago.
Well, I'm Milford Dyson, just a humble capitalist. And I heard that the Ventru had a lot of problems in the city and decided to come here take a look. If you ever need anything involving finances and other related areas, you can always contact me.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. If you need any assistance, don't be afraid to call me either, okay?
I shall do. my
So besides that, besides your finances and stuff, do you mean anything of like harm or aggression in this city?
I would like do aggression in a city that recently got a few went through that. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, they saw about attempting an assassination on me, and it ended up turning up drastically different than anyone expected.
It was very poorly of them. I'm a man
To
of-
quote Walda, this is where the fun begins, and this is pod racing.
It's very disappointed that they had to resort to such measures.
Yes, it was most unfortunate. Okay. Well, it was a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Unless there's anything that you coming here would cause some kind of issues with that you should inform me about, there should have been plenty.
Oh, I would like to know if there's any restricted areas in the economy of the city.
And the economy itself, generally, there are several spots where the clans have domain in particular. That would be shit. Now I actually have to remember all this shit again, and I wasn't
It's
ready
written down in positions, I think.
for it. Positions,
Oh no,
domains. Yep, it's down at the bottom.
okay.
Uh,
No, that's. Oh no, yes, that is copied over there. Never mind. Yes.
yeah, it's right there. So the Maliks currently have the media. Oh, you didn't add one though. The Nosferatu have one.
Yeah, I added it in the
now.
GM notes part, but apparently not there.
Okay. So the media is the domain of the Malks. The cops are of the Bruja. It says /prince as well, but I'll just say it's the Bruja/sheriff. The Malks also have judges and asylums, you know, the courts and such. Premier control the hospitals, Toreador high society, and Bruja control crime, and the Nosferatu have control over. Which one did I give them? Infrastructure, right? Yeah.
That's probably where Michelle was, probably talking to people at some sort of bus depot to tell them that no, this line needs to have buses running every half hour during the night. I don't care. You will do this, Dominate.
But other than those, which are clan-wide domains, most others are up to individual bases.
Oh, then I will try to not get into the infrastructure business without the Nosferatu approval.
That would be up to them.
I thank you for your time. Shall take
It's
my
no
leave.
problem. Have a good night.
For you too, my friends.
All right.
That's how the end
Little girl follows you along.
of rights look, like a little girl that knows everything.
I think this high up the windows might be bolted shut. Vivian, when you come back towards your office, you hear a ripping sound. Demi, the sheriff just opened the window for you.
Ah, perfect. I'm going to go in and then just unmist myself.
Oomph.
Halden! Welcome back.
I'm gonna need you and Kurt to talk.
I mean, I was getting everyone together to talk anyway. What's going on?
I need just you two.
Okay. Give me a second. I need to look something up in the book, and this external hard drive is doing its usual thing. It takes like 15 seconds to spin up after it shuts down. Let's see. I need to find this. No, that's obtain abrasion. We don't need that. Let's see. Yeah. The gold is already heading out. Michelle just kind of gives you a look and follows towards the door.
I'll call you back in when you're good, Michelle. Whatever's going on at the moment.
Okay, Demi, what's your wits alertness?
What's alertness? I think it's 5. Yeah, it's 5.
Okay. Good to know.
Yep.
Roll on this one. Ah. Excellent. Okay. You see Michelle grow indistinct, kind of hover in the doorway. Then you just see her sigh and slump a little as she realizes you can still see her and steps out.
Fuck out.
She tried.
She winks at Vivian when you glance in her direction.
Vivian doesn't react,
Okay.
as if it was completely expected.
Kurt,
Kurt?
meanwhile, just turns towards Havda and just goes, "What the fuck did you do now?"
Okay. Listen up. Bitch came to Elysium and had the entire Gangler clan and some Alcavians attack me with the same thing she used on William and Thorbrand. Now, I'm out of blood. I need to go hunt. I need to now go to the Tremere, find what the fuck they know, and end this bitch once for all. If you want to help, please do. If not, I'm just here to inform you.
Well, that had to do with what I wanted to talk about in the first place, but could you explain how that process ended up going? How did she find you?
She knows me. She caught me when I was hunting.
Havda, correct me if I'm
Um,
wrong, but she usually escalates when you do something to piss her off, if I'm recalling events correctly. What did you do?
I fucked her off as usual. I don't want anything to have with her. And then she goes to Elysium.
So you met her before she went to Elysium?
Yes, she caught me while I was hunting.
Okay. What did you say? Actually, no, I don't even care what you said. Can you just stop pissing off the fucking demon, please?
I would appreciate it too.
I'm going to
Halfdan?
go and fucking with her.
Would you be willing to see about actually sitting down and talking with Florin without attempting to provocate her? It might help.
What, now we're supposed to be buddies?
Well, we kind of are getting short on people to help deal with her.
I'll fucking do it alone if I have to.
Okay, Halfdan? What exactly is all of this coming from?
What do you mean?
You're not usually, this up and about things for so long. You're usually pretty good at not letting things like grudges last for a long time.
Well, this one has, it seems, lasted for a while, and I'm trying to end it right now.
You know, there was that thing with the Fleshcrafter. You're not getting awfully close to the beast, are you?
Me?
That's Kurt talking in
I'm-
character.
Oh, okay. I'm just very, very pissed right now, and I want this to stop.
Okay.
We agree, but to my knowledge, of
Kurt
these matters,
is gonna take an ambush attack, pull up his shotgun and try and shoot Havdan in the face.
God fucking bless.
So, 2 extra dice for the successes he beat yours with. On the stealth attack, on the stealth roll.
what's
Wait.
hilarious was this actually would have went very different if he actually described everything that happened.
Okay. So that's 11 of lethal, because it's to the face. So lethal, as the shotgun blast goes off. Okay,
Okay.
it bounces off. There's a Kurt pointing a shotgun at your face.
That wasn't appreciated.
I think you're gonna go Betty by for a few years while we deal with the demon without you making it worse. Roll initiative.
I jump out the window.
Through the window!
Well, either way, it's gonna be an initiative to see if he manages to take another shot before you leap through.
I think they will. Ah.
Okay, so you declare as jump through the window, I assume.
Yup, and actually, here's a question: would fortitude last until I get to the bottom?
You can time it, or you can try and mist on your way down.
Yeah, I'm going to mist on my way down. I think I should have the amount of time.
You're gonna have a turn, probably more like 2 until you hit ground, so yeah.
Okay.
Who has a better bonus there? I think
Probably him.
you're equal, actually.
Oh my gosh, we are.
So, roll 1d10, see which of you goes first.
Okay.
Okay. Vivian, you
Go
declare
after.
first.
Alright. Son of a bitch, she is totally just oh boy. Boy is she torn.
Does the sheriff have a point?
He has a shotgun.
Which friend do I freeze? I almost want to leave it up to luck in a way, but that seems so unfair. You know what? I know why she would do this, so I know why she would go about it this way. And she hates to have to do this, but Halfdan has been shown to be going down a very slippery slope right now.
Do it! I fucking dare you, do it!
Halfdan, freeze!
Cunt! Do it!
Okay.
I don't know how much willpower he has, but
We're gonna assume
yeah,
that
you're
he...
gonna win.
I think he's low, but you are gonna be at a +3 because he's not looking at you and he's gonna be turning to look at the window as he leaps through. Because he was facing
this
Kurt.
this is just me attempting to try and keep the situation contained with the best we can.
Kurt is just gonna leap at Halfdan to grapple him before he can jump out, while yelling, Dougal!
Google!
Would you like to abort to a dodge, Demi?
Oh, you really can't dodge. Can I bring Kurt with me?
I think he could attempt to.
If he slams into you successfully, he is gonna carry you through the window.
Perfect.
Or not through the window, he's gonna carry you away from the window, but I'll let you try and roll your strength brawl to try and twist the trajectory enough to take you both through the window.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really get him off me, and I want to get out as well, so we're both going.
So, give me a willpower roll at, we're gonna say 7, to change to a defensive action, to harness Kurt's momentum.
So willpower 7 at 7. Okay.
Okay, so the way we're gonna do this, it's gonna be a first we're gonna roll Kurt's dex brawl to see if he hits, and after that you're gonna have a contested strength brawl to see if you can twist things enough to take it out the window.
Sure.
Okay, he hits.
Yep.
So potence plus brawl.
He's probably going to win me, but hey.
Well, he's not activated potence because he doesn't expect this kind of stupid bullshit from you.
So I got 6 dice at 6.
There's a good chance. I think he's defender, not you in some
Yeah.
ways.
You
Yeah,
just
yes.
end up on the floor with one arm draped over the windowsill for you have that, as you're kind of trying to pull. And since they're on the ground and Halfdan's on his back, you can now catch his eyes, Epic.
Oh, yay. Bing. I'm not sure what the difficulty is.
It's minimum. Trust me,
Oh,
you're good.
okay. Well, I might be all right. Even at the worst, though, it won't go too long. It will go on for a while. Never mind. Freeze, Halfdan.
So, it takes another round for the people to rush in, then another round to grab stakes, which means they have, what, 3 rounds to start hammering them in?
About, yeah.
Would you like to try and spend blood to resist this, Demi?
I don't have blood to really resist this, and I need to conserve my blood, so I'm going to try and get out of this as possible, I guess. If 4 people on me, I know I'm not going to, but let's just say I'm resisting internally.
Okay.
I hope he just gets staked and not tortured. I hope you don't get tortured.
Kurt kind of eyes off with Michelle. She just kind of shrugs. Then Kurt motions for her to give it a try. He's too low on blood, he can't activate potence.
I like how Kurt knows from experience. I'm not strong, I don't have blood.
So they place the stake carefully. And Michelle kind of aims to bring like something heavy down on it, and Dougal just holds her hand, shakes his head, holds out his hand. So you see Dougal, as the command starts to wear off, just take aim and bring, well, whatever would be here. He brings the phone down on the stake.
I'm gonna need a new phone. Shit.
Interesting.
So stake is
think
usually +1.
Yep. I think I'm going to be staked.
Well, there is a chance. Roll to soak.
Yep.
You are not staked, you take 2 lethal, and the freeze commands aren't really gonna work on you because your subconscious mind realizes that, hey, I'm actually getting hurt, this is for real.
On the other hand, you're currently held down.
That is true.
Can I mean, am I still close to the window?
You're held by Kurt and Michelle, and you are in melee with 3 different people. But you can try for the window. Or you could try and mist form.
You say mist form, right? But
You can spend health levels if you're completely out of blood.
I don't want to go and eat people. No, I'm gonna try and see if I can regularly wiggle my way to the fucking window.
Okay.
The window.
Give me a strength brawl roll at 8.
Vivian is trying to just hold his try and drag his feet away from the window.
Okay, so you're now engaged with 4 people in melee. So
9.
So 9.
Hey, somehow better.
Unfortunately, Michelle is activating potence for this because you're not making it to that window. They start dragging you back among the 4 of them. They're essentially holding you still at this point. Dougal's gonna take another swing.
Do it already.
So 7, 8 with potence, so that's a total of 15. Roll to soak.
Nice. I think I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I might be a little bit too done.
So somehow the stake goes through into the floor, and as you're all dragging him, it seems to splinter inside him, and there's wooden shrapnel traveling through his chest cavity, and you see him just go completely still.
Fuck that. That might be really close to final death damage. Shit.
It is lethal, so it won't.
Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4 over. Yeah, actually.
Oh no
maybe
no no!
close.
It was just the generic storyteller rule of massive trauma.
Yeah, no,
Not speaking
it
to anything else.
wouldn't. He was close enough to fall that.
Okay, that's good. At least he's just torpid and not fucking horribad.
I think he's out for a year.
Yeah. 5 humanity.
Oh.
I think it's a year.
Hopefully this doesn't last too much longer with all the shit that keeps happening.
Pro tip.
Like seriously, we haven't had a fucking day where not like 3 things have gone wrong.
Hey, what you gonna do? I was gonna try and solve a problem, but people are like, no, don't jump.
Yeah, you
chose
are
to be
out
different.
for
Okay.
1 year.
Well, that's a thing.
I think I will let you bring in an ancillary character until Halfdan wakes them if you want. Roy, do you want to go back to playing Halfdan once he wakes?
Yeah, I'll decide.
Okay.
Well, there's a Tremere on the city that could maybe wake him up.
Oh, that's true. You might end up
Yes,
owing
yeah.
a major boon to the fucking new Lord of the Chantry, though.
This time for real. To be fair, though. To be fair, I seduced her real good.
You know?
Well, in the meantime, we'll need to handle the demon. Well, let's go find a spot to put him in and make sure nothing happens at the moment. Okay.
Dougal just casually slings him over his shoulder. Kind of hefts him. Huh, lighter than I expected. Okay, I'll put him away.
Yep, somewhere safe, please.
I think
No,
there
my
was
friend.
there was a closet over on the other side of the building with chains and cages.
Hilarious, but
Byron used to live there.
from being the hero.
Fucking hero.
Well, let's start the meeting. Everyone's here that matters. So, what should we do about the demon? She appears to be willing to talk every time we've encountered her, except people keep trying to attack her.
I hate to say this is Michelle, by the way. I hate to say this, but Halfdan does kind of have a way about him and our reputation. One hears things. I believe he had an episode in Springfield and he's still blood hunted up there.
Yeah, he's really hot-headed sometimes.
I
And
think that
surprisingly stubborn.
this whole thing might have, like the sheriff said, actually been systematically escalated by him.
Well, we need to de-escalate the situation. Well, there were several things to talk about. But the most important one is definitely the demon at the moment. Do we wish to try and engage in some negotiations?
Michelle kind of gets shifty as the sheriff. Well, I mean, we can't officially negotiate with her, right? What we can do is kind of let it slip what our hypothetical reaction would be if she hypothetically did certain things or didn't do them.
Mm-hmm. Yep, especially with the Archon coming by in some point soon.
Kurt just kind of
Yeah.
shrugs and I guess we can't really get rid of her easily. She seems to be extremely competent given the damage she's done, but I'd prefer if she stopped fucking with my efforts in the criminal underground.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's understandable. She certainly hasn't reacted in the way that I really expected from what I've heard about demons. So it seems like something a little bit different. The main thing I'm really worried about is possible infernalism accusations by the Archon.
That is a problem. Kurt seems to be doing mental math. Well, the only one she's actually gone after is Halfdan. The rest of the time she's just responding to being fucked with, I think.
Yeah, that's what I could tell too.
Well, we can't give him to her, but what else can we offer her?
I well, I do know that she's been here for a little while. She didn't really mess with us until Halfdan's stuff started going crazy. I think we can probably find something to talk to her and reach some kind of understanding on. I'm just not sure how far that would have to go. Uh,
Right. Kurt kind of
so
is thinking. I I think there was a thing with the Prince and the Archon a couple of years back. I'm not sure. Michelle just snaps her fingers. Yes, yes, I think she has aspects too.
that's fairly expected. So what kind of stance do we want to really take on this is what essentially will boil down to. She's very powerful, and if we try and do anything too overt, it seems like it could really blow up in our faces.
She'll just continues it. Well, I think given the circumstances and the damage she has already done, like Haldan said, she walked into the middle of Elysium and turned his entire clan against him. If we can get her to agree to us staying out of each other's way, I think the Archon would accept it, even if she won't like it.
Yeah, I think that would be fairly reasonable. Okay. Well, I was going to see about asking for any of the other clans on anything they know about stopping demon powers from working on people.
Kurt just chimes in with, the Regent already tried to fight her and failed, and if the Tremere couldn't manage it.
There's many different aspects. I was just going to see about just spreading out some tendrils to see if anything exists like that. I'll inform you guys if I find anything on that. It'll probably take a while and probably won't matter for the moment. So, how should we go about getting in contact with her then? Should we make some kind of team? Should I go by myself?
Michelle just shrugs. it doesn't seem to matter. She can just turn a whole group of people and bring them under her control, apparently.
Yeah, that's why it might not matter too much on the group.
If I was you, I'd try and do it at a distance if you can think of a way. You can usually manage it with us just fine, after all.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll see if we can find her, and then we'll see about arranging something. Besides that, the civil rights going on right now is starting to really escalate.
Michelle just knowingly nods. Yeah, there's a couple of groups on the Negro side of things that are planning pretty loud protests on the day in question.
Is that the day of
The Mardi Gras, yes.
Yep. It's on the Mardi Gras? Good. Okay, so that they're doing what I pretty much expected to do. Although, what kind of protests, if you happen to know?
Well, they're gonna show their strength in numbers and their unity from what I was able to pick up, but these things have a way of escalating, and I have a feeling there's gonna be bricks getting thrown at shop fronts before it's done. I can
Okay.
give you
If
information on where to find some of these groups. I'm not sure I have all of them mapped out, but I think I have several of them
Okay.
identified.
So I have a plan that could help out, although it could also make things worse, depending how it goes. But I
Yes.
think either of those options may actually be for the benefit of the city overall. But I want to run it by you guys first. So if I can see about making a bit of a play of sorts before things escalate too much, I was thinking of trying to help bring things in perspective for the mortals. I'm seeing about getting some things ready for the situation, but it would be about possibly escalating the civil rights here. I think it will burn itself out either quicker or it will take a completely different turn depending how well this goes.
Michelle just shrugs. I don't have a problem with this. I think the Toreador will be upset, but actually, yeah, I'm all for this.
And what about you, Kurt?
He just shrugs. Eh,
I am a little worried about it, but I do think this will result in the best outcome either way, personally.
I have the neonate and her fledglings stuffed into barrels still. I haven't woken them yet, so perhaps I'll keep them that way until this is resolved. They might get upset. I don't really care.
Ah, all right. Okay, well, those parts are decent. So other than that, I just think we should probably start getting some delegations going on with people getting ready for things. Because things are going a little crazy hectic right now. So I think we need everyone to just start getting a little bit busy with things. The Ventrus probably just need to see about getting themselves back up to some kind of cohesiveness. So it sounds like you got the ins on what's going on with the civil rights movements. If you can just keep everyone updated on that and try and help people avoid getting completely foobarred by random, loss of domains and such, that would be
Uh-huh.
very appreciated.
I can
Other
put my two fledglings on. Just watching those places, I think. I'm gonna check if the do they have obfuscate through? Nope. Nope.
Nope, they still need training.
Okay, fair enough. Well,
Okay.
I have. Well, I can put them just in an appropriate spot and have them watch from the shadows. Really good practice for them. It just might require some cleanup on the media side if someone snaps a picture of them or something, but other than that, okay.
I'll try and make sure nothing happens on that end. Okay, so other than that, the Tremere are currently just having a lot of cleaning in their own house. I think we maybe getting them to start researching into the nearby supernaturals, just starting to update the city on what's good, what's bad.
Kurt just sighs. It's
Uh,
It sucks to have to rely on the Tremere for this, but I guess we don't have much.
there's not too much of a presence for most of the other magical-like clans. Yep. I did just because I am a little worried of William trying to run away at the moment. I have seen about contacting the Assamites to try and keep an eye on him at the moment. So we can probably ease up on trying to keep track of him with both his own clan and the Assamites trying to keep a lookout.
Well, fuck William anyway. Seems to be the consensus.
Yep. So, short of death, what would make a decent punishment for him at the moment, though? As I'm pretty sure the Tremere want him. Because I certainly feel like we probably do need to make some kind of example. But I'd rather it not be too violent personally, but that's a personal
Kurt
preference.
seems to be deep in thought.
I'm getting Kurt to think a lot right now.
Kurt is working hard on earning that third out of intelligence. Well, the Tremere are gonna take him back anyway, right?
Yep.
And they have this ability to ensure loyalty in their clan members. Maybe they could do that now, and they can pick up what's left of him after these troubles, and we just use him as cannon fodder until this is resolved, if they're willing to go for that. Make him earn his trip to Vienna.
I only mildly dislike that just because it gets him out of here longer.
Honestly, I'm just hoping he dies while doing it. And it
Yeah.
sends a message to everyone else. If you survive a month of the most dangerous tasks we can think of, then you get to go and get fucked.
Hmm.
Except that he already fucked up when we tried that, when we sent him to get the demon, so maybe it's not such a good idea.
Yeah. Maybe we can just let him go off somewhere else. Not too big a deal, I don't think. As long as the Gangrel are able to keep themselves calmed down a bit.
Kurt just goes, oh fuck, I need to send some hounds to check out Elysium. The demon apparently foobarred the place.
I was gonna check it out myself in a moment. Just wanted to get these discussions out of the way. Let's see, what else? I was thinking of, although this is more of a personal matter, if you want to have your own input on this, I was thinking of turning this tower into a place for, ghouls and such. Particularly anyone that, other vampires don't really want to keep the ghouls around, or ghouls that have lost their masters, their regents. Also known as gaining military force.
Kurt kind of hisses through his teeth. It's kind of a good idea. It preempts some trouble, but they're gonna need someone to hold their leash, and they're gonna be looking for someone to give them blood.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe we can set up some sort of adoption program for ghouls, but I'm not sure how willing people would be to go for that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I understand.
I don't know, having them sitting on their asses and knowing each other could lead to them starting to plot among themselves. I don't know, I'm not sure if I would say that's a good idea. Here's the thing, like, I have a large group of ghouls. I maintain like a group of 4 currently, and that's because I ended up turning one of them when he got shot during a mission. And even 4 is a large group to control. And you're talking about a group that's even larger. They get up to all kinds of crazy, stupid shit with it.
That's why I'm thinking of making sure they have their own space. Initially the tower, but I'm hoping in the coming decades to actually build a bit of a community for various supernaturals, including ghouls and possibly even the caitiff.
Michelle
But that's
seems to
a
be
lot
deeply
further down.
shocked at the stupidity of this idea. She just proceeds to launch into explanation why it's stupid. Vivian, there are Camarilla elders who consider even a single ghoul per vampire to be a breach of the masquerade. This will piss off our neighbors. This might be a very bad idea.
That ringed very differently from my understanding of things in general, but
It
I was
varies.
expecting her to be doing that about the caitiff, not about the ghouls.
I mean, the caitiff, that they're not people. They're as bad as ghouls, essentially. Every bit as much as bad a masquerade breach. A caitiff is about
Ghouls aren't a
equivalent.
masquerade breed.
No, they are. They're about as on the same level. An independent ghoul that's hunting for vampire blood month to month is on the same level as caitiff, honestly.
That's what you think. I'm intending to make this into a very different kind of thing.
Yeah, essentially, you can tell that Michelle thinks this is a very bad idea that will have horrible consequences down the line. Kurt is mildly opposed, but he doesn't care that much.
Well, that's something that I really want to see about doing, because there are a lot of wanderers that end up dying off and getting in very bad situations around the world, and I'd rather they didn't and had at least somewhere to go.
Kurt just shrugs. Most of them are heading for the West Coast these days.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, besides that, I think this would help out a lot of the other vampires that have ghouls that are just either not wanted or have just become something of a nuisance at that point. Whether because they don't know what to do with them, having lost their master, or their regent disappeared. All kinds of things keep happening, and well, they're just kind of, on the outsides of society.
I'm sure the Tremere can deal with their own goals.
Sure. But yeah, that's just something I'm going to be trying to do and see how that works out. Hopefully it goes pretty well, but I'll have to see. I haven't heard of anyone trying it before, so.
The reign of terror continues. The city will burn.
I know.
You know how this looks to the Archon. William is gone. Ellen is gone. Halfdan's in torpor. More and more vampires are getting torpor. Two Gangrel vanished. And everything's going to shit, and apparently now you're making deals with demons, even it's to stay out of each other's way. And you want to make a orphanage for caitiff and ghouls, no less.
I don't give a fuck.
Contaminating the city with this filth epic. It was something beautiful with potential.
This will be beautiful and have potential.
You know how your city
but-
used to have a reputation of like an 8 out of 10 right after you took over? That's gonna plummet with all these changes you're planning.
Eventually, probably. But
Faster
you act
than
like
you
my
think.
reputation's what I'm worried about. But also, I want to point out that you haven't gotten the back the fuck off on every fucking night. There's not much we can do about our reputation when different shit happens every night with a different thing.
Well, you could try to not make deal with demons and create a caitiff orphanage. Ew, caitiff.
Now that latter one is my fault. The former is not.
Well, no, that's Demi's
Well.
fault.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Who decided to be good with Demi? If me and Jackalord killed him back then, everything would be better.
No, it wouldn't be better, because then you would have tried to kill the werewolves completely off.
They would have been able to do it though, with the unified city behind them. You cucked everyone, Epic.
I know, it's great. I'm trying to make a situation where this'll work. I
Okay,
think I'm on my way.
do you have any other plans you wish to lay before what's left of the inner council?
I know, right? It's me, him, and the new addition. Let's see. Anything besides that? Felt like there was one more thing, but I don't remember what anymore. Let me go over the things. Oh, yes. What kind of stance do we wish to take on supernaturals of other types? The werewolves, the not changelings, the fairies.
Or just
possible
immediately
mages.
responds with complete neutrality.
Neutrality?
Michelle just thinks
should we
for a
form-
moment and just nods as well. Yeah, we use the masquerade as a shield and just stay the fuck out of any conflict as much as we can. I don't think we want any more trouble right now.
Agreed. Should we form some kind of way to contact each other? It would help give forewarning about any issues on quite the scale.
They both start nodding like a second later. Yeah, that's a good idea. You can probably manage that without provoking a negative reaction.
All right. Well, if we got all that set up, I'm going to go and see if I can't find out where the demon is.
Okay. Then we are gonna split it here and take a quick break, I would say.